Yeah, yeah. And unfortunately, in Texas, including Austin, that the percentage of the positiveness and hospitalization is getting higher. But
Hmm.
um, in my area is a kind of a very silent, small area, so everything is just normal.
That's cool.
Uh, yeah, probably it'll be a little bit different in downtown. A lot of young folks from the university, but in my area is a very little bit kind of old guy. So, so
And when it comes to taking in shipments and sending out shipments and doing all the things that you need to do, you guys have got it this COVID-19 business down to a science, don't you?
yeah, yeah, but still, I think that we are handling good. We have a very good UPS delivery guy. Sometimes even though we are not at the office, he just
Hmm.
called us, make sure that somebody's there. Sometimes he just delayed the, you know, sh- coming in shipment next day. And whenever we have like a delivery, we just call him in here at the office in the afternoon. So we do not have any problem for shipping in, shipping out right now. Most of our Austin staff work every day at home, but 2-3 times per week we go to the office, take care of their job, and support the customers. So that's how it goes right now.
And I also heard Randy today talking to some of the staff in Austin that our RMAs, we're still being able to keep a good hold on those, correct? We're not having real long wait times. We're doing good.
No, no. So right now, our two technical support, Jim and Chris, most of the time they are working at home, answering the phones and giving the answers to our the customers. But when we receive there's some automates, he can check. Sometimes he deliver the products to them, to check about it, to test it. But like 1 day or 2 days, they come to the office full day to test all the RMAs, so we don't have to be behind the schedule for our customers. That's how we manage it right now.
Yeah, I think it's really good that, we at HIMS have found a way. All of us are working hard and, doing all we can to be as normal as we can in these um, uncertain times. So, yeah, I think
Yeah, I actually I really appreciate all of our staff. No matter what, you guys working, working hard, working honestly, and always think about our customers. So that's I really really appreciate. For you guys.
Speaking for myself, I'm always working towards some semblance of normalcy. So let's go ahead and move on to our final panelists. Certainly, last but not least, coming to you all the way from across the ocean over there. Originated from down on the farm in Iowa, Miss Jenny Axler.
Ooh, I got sound effects. All right. I got no clapping, but I got sound effects. I love the
Oh, I can
sound
give you
effects.
clapping. Here you go. Yay!
Okay, now I feel really special because I got both.
Oh, tell a joke. I got more. If you tell a joke, I can give you laughter too.
Oh, goodness. Well, I'm not going to probably tell a joke at 6 a.m. because I have not had coffee this morning. So, we'll see how we go. But anyway, everybody talking about the weather, we have um, just begun our rainy season. So it's not terribly hot yet, but the humidity is definitely on. It's kind of interesting when we have summer here. It seems like at some point a switch just gets flipped and the air just becomes heavy and it doesn't go away until the fall. And so we're definitely there. I am very, very relieved to have my air conditioning fixed. I'm much more
Mm.
comfortable. But anyway, yep, I'm happy to be here.
Okay, well, welcome everybody, and I'm assuming that most of you who are attending us with us today are from um, our various organizations, and we're going to actually be attending both summer, national summer consumer shows virtually. Props to both organizations for um, being so creative in these very, I don't want to say, what do I want to say, challenging times, and both organizations, ACB and NFB, have really stepped up and done a great job on pulling things together so we can do the best we can in the circumstances that we're handed. And I think it's going to be a really fun time. Won't have a lot to talk about today. We just wanted to give people the heads up, and we definitely won't be doing any demos today. This is the first one where we were not doing any demos, but HIMS will be in attendance and fully staffed at both national conventions, the ACB convention running from July 3rd through the 10th, and then the NFB convention running from the 14th through the 18th. We will be, let's see here, I'm pulling up my notes here. We will be, HIMS will be hosting our own virtual booth, of course, at both conventions, and we will be hosting a web page that is going to be specifically designed to be accessed by of ACB and NFB participants, respectively. The HIMS convention specials, that will be announced during the convention. Suffice it to say that we will be offering a significant discount on HIMS blindness and low vision products, both. And I am not at liberty to give you any numbers, so please don't ask. How much are you going to give me off of this? Trust me on this. You will be impressed and surprised, and it might be what a lot of you are waiting for to base your decision on. Although all convention goers will be initially directed to a public Zoom space in the interest of people's privacy and security. If you want to hold a discussion, if you feel that what you want to talk about is somewhat sensitive, we will be in a position to direct you into a more private virtual space. And we will be able to do the same if you want to make a transaction. Just rest assured that your transaction and our interactions will be secure and private. All blindness and low vision products will be discounted. I think I mentioned that, but they will be discounted equally at both of the conventions. Because HIMS is really appreciative of the hard work that both organizations do all year round. We wanted to make sure that we extended everybody the same opportunities during their respective shows. We're going to have a raffle. We're doing something a little bit different this year. And is it okay if I tell them, Randy, what we're raffling off, or should I just leave it open at this time?
I think it's good to open. I mean, you can say that. Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to leave it a general. Suffice it to say, it's going to be one of our HIMS flagship products that we will be raffling off. And in the spirit of the 2020 convention, we will be offering chances to win that product, whatever it is, for $20, a chance. Now, the good news is, better news is, that all proceeds raised from the raffle will be donated back to the organization. So ACB or NFB will be donated, basically take the form of a donation from HIMS. So we won't make anything off of it. In fact, it's kind of a fundraiser for each national organization.
Oh, I think we can say that it is for QBraille.
Okay. It's for a QBraille, y'all. So $20 for a chance to win a QBraille at both the ACB and the NFB convention, and you win an opportunity, or you put your $20 on the line for a chance to win the QBraille. Now, let me tell you, we don't want that to serve as a deterrent for people who have already decided to purchase a QBraille. They know that they want one and they want to purchase one. So anybody any of the convention goers who purchase a cube rail during the convention will automatically be entered into the raffle, which means that if you are the winner, it will be based on a random select basis. The winner will be. And if you have purchased a cube rail, you will be refunded all but $20 of the purchase price of that cube rail. So this is after you've taken advantage of the discount to be announced at the convention, the significant discount. And again, if you win, you'll be refunded all but $20 for the cube rail. For those of you who buy a chance for $20 and you don't win, where's the sound? Where's the sound? No, that's not the sound I'm looking for. I was looking for something like, oh, never mind. Oh, you didn't win. Those of you who don't win will be extended the opportunity to purchase at the significantly discounted price until the end of July. We are going to extend the show special to all US-based consumers because we realize and we recognize that the fine work that ACB and NFB do all year round, the transformative work that you do affects all of us who are here and blind, and we're going to show that love to all of our consumer base during the conventions. However, those of you who purchase a cube rail, for example, will not be eligible you will not automatically be entered into the drawing because you're not attending the convention. Okay, that seem fair? The same goes for so during the conventions, we're going to have this web page that we're going to set up for each convention, and we're going to announce presentations. We're going to have guest presenters, and we're going to, we haven't set the schedule yet, but we will have some guest presenters, and some of us on the HIMS staff will be doing some presentations as well. And we will be fully staffing the virtual rooms with usually 2 people the entire time during the exhibit hours, during the posted exhibit hours. And if you come by, there's a chance, and it's going to be somewhat random, that you can participate in, say, HIMS trivia, for example, and win free stuff. So we're going to be giving away some fun prizes throughout the convention, and we're going to be having some fun guests join us in the exhibit area. I even dare say that a couple of them might be considered to be of celebrity status, wouldn't you?
I would say that,
yes. Yes, you would. All right. So with that, am I leaving anything out, guys? So we got significant specials. We're going to have a Zoom, basically exhibit area where we're going to be directing people to. We're going to be utilizing those vehicles within the respective conventions, such as newspaper ads and listservs and things like that, to just to direct people to us, to make people aware of some events that are coming up in terms of presentations and things like that. We're going to be doing this raffle, which we will again be donating all proceeds to the organization for which the raffle was held. And
Earl, if I can just jump in there for a second, I want to say about that. I've been going to these conventions for 20 years, as have you.
Since you were like 12, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We'll say yes, thank you. But, this year, as Earl said a minute ago, we're really doing something as a company that is both going to benefit you, the customer, if you win the cube rail, but it's also going to benefit both organizations. And if you want to give a donation to the organization, or you want to buy something, just think about, keep $20 in your virtual wallet or credit card or whatever. And you'll be doing it through HIMS, but that's one way that you can, make a donation through us and to the organization. And I'm just really thankful that we as a company this year that we're able to do this, because it's a worthy cause for someone, and it's also great that we're able to give back to each respective organization.
Yeah, it's really a win-win situation. So let me reiterate it again. Of course, the specials are uh, can only be applied to the U.S. market. I don't know if we have any international listeners here today, but we are not able to offer these specials outside the United States during the convention. And if you purchase a Q Braille, which we are raffling off, um, unfortunately, you're just not able to participate in the raffle, even if you wanted to throw $20 into the pot for as a consumer who's not attending. This is very, very much um, something special for convention goers specifically. And does anybody else have anything to add that I may have forgotten?
I have two questions. What about Canada?
What about Canada?
Because you guys cover Canada, so I just wasn't.
Well, okay, so they have this CNIB organization. When they do a convention, we could offer them a convention special. I don't know. I would be okay with including Canadian consumers in the special convention pricing there, but that's up to the big guy. That's up to the boss.
Yeah, I think.
The decisions.
Yeah, I think that we can offer the same to to customers in Canada, because as Jenny mentioned, we support the Canadian customers too.
There you have it. Mm-hmm.
And my second question was just for clarification. Is there one raffle that covers both conventions, or is there one for each one?
That's a good question. There will be a Q Braille per convention. So two Q Brailles, one at each convention.
Very good.
Now, if you're an ACB attendee, you cannot go over and try to win the NFB Q Braille. Okay, so same thing goes. If you're an NFB attending, no, you cannot throw your $20 into the pot for an ACB contest. It's very much for the convention that's going on at the moment. And in this case, they don't overlap at all in this year. So
they do not. So basically, just maybe, and I think you made it very clear, Earl, but I'll just kind of say that for each convention, the proceeds that are raised for each convention will be given to that convention. So, that's how we're doing it. That's why we can't have you play both times.
No. Well, let's think about this. Who cares if they play both times, as long as they play, and that makes the pot even that much bigger to donate. So I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. You if ACB members should only enter their name into the hat for the ACB convention and NFB or NFB convention. So how about it, Thomas? You got it? Did I leave some stones unturned here?
No, I think you covered just about everything. So we do have a couple questions, people with their hands up. Do we want to go there right now?
Yes, but before we do, please do not ask any specific pricing questions. It is only for the U.S. Market and Canada, just determined here today during this webinar. And we cannot disclose who our guests are going to be, our guest presenters are going to be for the conventions. With that in mind, go ahead and entertain questions.
All right. So Carolyn wrote, what about Canada with regards to this? And so we of course answered that question. Yes, Canada is going to be, Canadians are going to be allowed to
You heard it here.
Heard it here first. All right. So let's go ahead and start with phone number ending in 2689. Go ahead and ask your question.
Okay. I'm wondering if, now I know I got a couple things. I guess, first of all, you were talking about this raffle, and I assume if we want to purchase one of these tickets, then it would be done through this special website. Is that how we're going to be able to purchase them?
Yes, you'll be able to purchase the raffle ticket online as if it were a product. And we're working out those details.
As a what? I'm sorry.
As if it were so there'd be like a pay now button for $20.
Right, and is that going to be on your regular website or this special page for the convention?
It's going to be on the special page.
Yeah, so it's going to be on the HIMS website on a special page that will
okay.
Page.
Yeah, but we'll
okay.
send we'll
and
send
you talked. Okay, you talked about us not being able to buy the tickets on both sites, but I mean, there will be some people, especially since they're virtual conventions, that will be registered for both of them. So is there anything, I mean, I know a couple of us are, and I'm sure there are some other people, because they're virtual conventions and they're at different times, and
yes.
You're going to want to attend maybe some different meetings. So is there anything really, I mean, you've been kind of kidding about it, but is there anything really to keep us from signing up at each of them or getting a raffle ticket for each?
I'm glad you asked the question, because the answer is the only people who are going to be eligible to win are going to be those who are registered for the convention.
Right, but if we're registered for both conventions, that's what I'm saying. Some people are going to do that since they're virtual conventions.
So you can participate in both because you're registered at both.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the other just quick thing would be, are you guys going to be announcing, not that you can tell me what they are if you were, but are you guys going to be announcing any new products this year? I know the conventions are typically the places that those things are done. Obviously, you're normally able to show them, but, are there going to be any new products that we might look forward to hearing about at all?
Does anybody else want to field that?
So I would say that, Shirley, as you just said, we, typically if we have something new, we want you to see it, touch it, hold it.
Right.
And so at this convention, the summer conventions this summer, we're not going to be introducing any new products. As most of you know, that we are working on a new release, and we don't have a date yet for when that new release will come out. But we are working on a new release that hopefully will be released around, convention-ish time. But as far as any new products, no.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, that's very much appreciated, and we will look forward to this. And you said these raffle tickets are going to be $20. Is that my understanding?
That is exactly correct.
But now, Shirley, you could just buy 5. That's $100 to each organization.
Well, now what kind of break are you giving me for those 5, Mike?
$20 each. 5 would be $101.
Oh, wow, I'm just fascinated. Thank you so much.
Here's a decision. This shows you how far we're into this thing, Randy. Do we hold people to one chance per customer?
I think that's fair. I mean, that's fair for everybody who attends to the platform or raffle. So so everybody has a kind of the same chance to win.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay,
that's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, that is totally fair. Seriously, I was teasing, but yes, that's fair.
Oh, I knew that.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
All right. Take care. All right. Up next, we have phone number ending in 2704. If that's you, go ahead and ask your question. Hi there.
Hi there, this is Nancy. Shirley answered the first part of my question about being at the two conventions, which I'm going to be at also. And I need to know, I mean, usually this has been the case, but will all the dealers be notified of these? Do we have to buy, this is kind of a silly question, do we have to buy these through HIMS, or can we buy them whatever we want to through a dealer? Thank you.
Well, the show specials are going to be offered exclusively by HIMS.
No, but I mean, if a dealer sells the HIMS product, can't we buy it through the? Don't you think that I have to buy it through HIMS? I cannot buy it through a dealer with the same discount. I don't understand that one. It's through HIMS, but if a dealer sells a HIMS product, can I buy it through that dealer? I guess
I think this is the one time of the year that all of our dealers, and by the way, I'm a former dealer for HIMS as well, and we all understand that the manufacturer is offering a deep enough discount where it's just not possible for us to include the dealers in the discount that we're offering at the summer show. So in the case of ACB, it's 7 days. In the case of NFB, it's 4 days, where we just are, it's a national convention. It's just like you walking up, if you were to walk up to our booth and we're able to do this thing face to face, and you entered your name into a raffle and you bought a Q-Braille or whatever the business is. This is business that we are conducting on the exhibit hall floor as a company.
I know, but the dealer can't. The dealer can call you and say, "Can I offer for this discount?" Which she's heard about. Cannot be done, right?
I'm not going to say never or no, but I think we would have to take things on the case by case basis, because it sounds like
okay, that's fair enough.
You have a specific dealer in mind, I think. I understand that people want to help benefit the dealers, because I really appreciated when people stood in my corner when I was a dealer. Do you have any input, any feedback, Randy? Anything to throw in here?
Yeah, as you mentioned, I mean, it is a one time of the year would have been our own special to the end users directly, and our, as far as I know, I mean, since 2011, our dealers understand that is the way one time of the year. So this is our show and special, so it would not be available through our dealers. But sometimes we have we always communicate with our dealers in a case by case. I mean, they have a special customer and they want to handle it. Always I discuss with them, to find a solution for them.
Yeah, so we try to show our dealers love to us in other ways, but this is the one time of the year that we are discounting things so significantly that we really can't afford to pull them into the loop. But if there's a person out there who really wants us to show their support because they've received good service from a particular dealer, we will have that discussion with you.
Thanks, I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
All right, up next we have German. German, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question.
I have two questions.
Yes, please.
I know the first one you said do not ask prices. But my question is on your sales is for all the HIMS devices or just unlimited?
It is we're going to have the discounts that we'll be offering will be offered for all HIMS products.
Like Polaris and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. And my second question, is this sales is going to be every day of the convention or just particular times?
Yeah. No. We're the sale prices are going to be extended throughout the convention.
Okay. So 4 days.
4 hours a day. If you, if you go online and you decide you want to buy that Q-Braille at that special website that we were talking about at 2:00 in the morning, yeah, you should be able to do that.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you very much. Up next, we have Dan.
Hey, Dan.
All right, Dan, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yep. No, can't hear you.
Oh, really? I'm just kidding.
What's going on?
You say that because I'm at every. You're lucky I'm not working. I can attend every webinar.
That's right. We're glad to have you, Dan.
Oh, thanks. I always enjoy talking to you guys. So, are the specials going to include trade-ins for U.S. customers?
You know what? We would entertain those. So we can't mix promotions, right? You know that.
Right, I understand.
So if you want to do a trade-in, and it's better for you, it works out better for you, then we can do that. But
I see.
We can't give you the discount plus to give you the trade-in value.
Yeah. Oh, I think I asked you that before. It must be my Chicago early voting often thing again. Sorry. No, I totally understand. I just have to decide which one of the mini braille displays I have I want to get rid of.
Okay.
Well,
talk to me. Give me a call.
Yeah, I know. You don't do trade-ins from other vendors, do you?
Sure.
Oh, wow.
You mean other competing products and things?
Yeah.
Like that? Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. I was given something free. I can make money. I
Well,
can trade it.
Don't think that you can. It's a cumulative, but you can. Well, I've got one of these and one of these, and then we're gonna,
No, that's not what I meant. I meant I could trade in. I could potentially trade in something I didn't pay for in the first place.
Well, there you go.
But well, I'll have to see. Well, keep your fingers crossed. I may have another job interview next week. So
hear that? That's wood. I'm knocking.
Yeah, I hear. Yeah.
Oh, good luck.
Well,
congratulations there, Dan, and we hope that.
Well,
but as Earl said, I mean, we can get very creative. So if you,
I understand. I totally understand.
Certainly talk about it.
So I would just contact you directly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I totally understand. I mean, you're a company. You have to do what you need to do. I totally get that. I won't try my Chicago politics voting early and often. No, I totally understand that. Oh, this new release, is that going to be just for the Polaris, or is there going to be a new release for the Q Braille as well?
Lady J?
Just the Polaris.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cool.
Awesome. All right.
Lady J.
Lady J.
Awesome. I was called Lady Polaris the other day, so apparently I guess I'm at least a lady.
That's even more funny.
You don't want to be called Lady P for Polaris.
No, not really.
I mean, how do I read these questions?
All right. Well, thank you very much, Dan. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's always fun.
All right.
Take care.
Bye. All right. Up next, phone number ending in 2689. Go ahead and ask away.
I'm a little confused about something, and maybe it's just me, or maybe I'm not really awake, but I thought at one point in time you guys said something about the specials being through the month of July, and then another time you said something about it just being convention week.
Okay. Let me clarify, because I know exactly what you're talking about. For those people who throw in their $20 for the Q Braille raffle, if they do not win, we're extending them the opportunity to purchase a Q Braille for the convention special price throughout the month of July. Other than that, these prices are only going to be good during the convention. It's just the cleanest way for us to do this.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, thank you again. Sorry about that. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. So that's all the questions that we have right now. If you guys have anything else, go ahead and type it into the Q&A section or raise your hand.
If not, I think we can get our weekends underway here. Anything exciting going on for anybody this weekend?
I think I'm going to go fishing.
Nice.
Well, I just want to quickly take this time to say to all of you who have joined us today that we look forward to seeing you at convention. As Earl said, ACB starts a week from today, and FB starts on the 13th. And so for those of you who we will not see until after, happy 4th of July to everybody. And we certainly look forward to seeing all of you at convention.
Dan, you got a question? Go for it.
Yeah. So, are you going to have a QBraille update later in the year at all, or
So the Q Braille is generally a Braille display, as you know.
I get it right?
It's not really going to. I mean, we've had a few updates because it's a new concept, and we're still shaping how it interacts with the various operating systems, and sometimes. We're adding keyboard commands and things that aren't supported. But as a rule, it doesn't really receive feature updates because it's not meant to do that. So I don't know. The answer is I don't know. Basically, what happens is if we accumulate enough fixes or, sometimes we'll take small feature requests. So QBraille updates are sort of dependent on the market. Like I said, if we find enough stuff that we've accumulated, we'll release something. But as a rule, it's basically just for fixing and enhancing.
Yeah.
But-
So definitely not a QBraille update for convention, but still the only product like it on the market right now.
I mean, I've seen like with the Focus, the updates were basically mostly to fix problems.
Same here.
Right, and we've done that. We've had the QBraille out for a couple of years now, so we've done the same thing. So I'm not saying that there won't be, but we don't have a specific feature release plan.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Cool.
Thank you very much, Dan.
You're welcome. I always enjoy talking to everybody.
Likewise. Have a good weekend.
You too. Go get your barbecue again.
Always.
Anybody else?
Tom, I know that part of the country you're from. I'm from Washington State, and I've actually been through Albany, Oregon once.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people just drive on by when they're going through I-5.
Right.
And you like it that way, don't you?
Oh, love it. Pacific Northwest, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
Well, I would like to move back, but it's just too expensive.
It is incredibly expensive, and it's getting more expensive every year.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Dan.
Welcome.
Up next, we have Steve. Steve, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask away.
Okay, hi. Question about the QBraille. Looking on your website, I know it's the concept of it. Can you tell me briefly what functions are available in the text editor? Like, for example, can I cut and paste, or can I move things between two documents? And also, I'm wondering on the QBraille if it's one of the features I love about and I'm still using a Braille Sense U2 Mini. You can type into a buffer and then send that buffer to an iPhone. Is that feature available in the QBraille?
So definitely, all the things that you're asking about, you can,
Actually not.
Nope.
Not for.
No, you can't switch. You can't switch between documents. You can only have one open at a time.
Right, but you can copy to a clipboard, right, and then paste it into a document.
Into another document.
So
I don't think so, because when you close the notepad, I'm not even sure. To be honest, it's so basic, and I don't necessarily use it for text editing. I'm not sure. I've tried that. That's a crazy thing to say because it's a very simple function. I'm not entirely sure.
Just dumped Jenny Axler.
But the second question that you have, definitely yes, you can. We do have a buffer, and you can type in that buffer, and then you can copy text from that buffer to an iPhone or a Windows device or whatever you're typing.
The terminal clipboard is available on all of our Braille devices.
Okay, that's great to know. Can you cut and paste from within a document? Can I move?
Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely, yes. The only thing I'm not sure about is if you can. I suppose you're right. If you just open from the File Explorer and you've got something on the clipboard, by rights, it should work. Like I said, unfortunately, I
check it
actually don't. Yeah, we will have to check it. And I realize that's a very basic question, and I apologize. I generally use the Q Braille as a Braille display, so I don't necessarily do a lot of text editing, but it would seem that that would be possible.
Okay, well,
And just so you
appreciate
know,
that. I'll
Steve,
come back and bug you at the convention, see if you figured it out. And
Yes, we'll definitely
or-
check it.
All
Perfect.
right, thanks.
by the way, Steve, we do have the ability. We do have the Daisy Book Reader.
Oh yeah.
Q Braille. We have the ability to access PDF documents as well. I'm trying to remember. Is there an Excel viewer on the Q Braille as well?
There is not.
Sorry.
We hoped for that, but there isn't at this time. But yeah, we got PDF and Daisy. No, that's Daisy text, no audio. But
Right.
text,
Right,
yeah.
right. Sounds good. Well, I'm looking forward to upgrading here.
That's awesome.
Great. All right. Thank you very much, Steve. All right. Up next, we have Susan. Susan, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question. Hey,
Hi.
Susan.
How are you guys?
Hey, Susan, we're good. How are you?
I'm good. I missed last week's webinar because my email got hacked and I didn't get the link to come.
Bummer.
Yeah,
Hopefully
not a good day.
It'll be archived, so you can go back and visit it and listen to it.
Okay. But I have a question. When you send in a unit for repair, how long does it typically take?
Well, I have Jim Walton, one of our, basically our lead tech support agent, on a recording saying that they've been turning around RMAs within a week or two, depending on the complexity of the repair.
Oh, well, mine's been there for a while.
Okay. This is, off topic for what we're talking about today. So I would certainly give us a call back and discuss your situation.
Okay, because I emailed on Monday and I didn't get an answer back, so I don't know. And I thought maybe it was your turnaround time was increased because of the COVID and people staying at home and stuff.
Yeah, there is that, but you should certainly be receiving email messages from folks. So if you wanted to send us an email to support@hims-inc.com, which I know you've already done, but when you do, I would encourage you to just go ahead and copy Randy.
Okay.
So Randy@hims-inc.com, and we can look into what's going on.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Susan, can I ask your last name too?
Sure. Mangus.
Okay, all right.
MANGIS.
Okay.
Susan, you said that you're having some email issues, or that your email got hacked.
Oh,
yeah.
In that particular case, it might be best to just call. There might be a chance that they have responded to your email, but
because you were hacked, you didn't get the reply.
Well, yeah, I replied after and told them it got hacked, and so yeah, I can go ahead and call.
Okay.
But it was like it was just one of those days that I could have done without.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't sound like much fun at all.
No, it wasn't.
So do call the number. Do you have the number?
Yeah, I do.
And do leave a voicemail, and those guys will get back to you.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
Great. Thank you very much, Susan.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, we have Diana wrote, I'm a new OIB specialist in California, and I mainly work with people that use magnifiers. Will there be any AT devices that focus on magnification?
The answer is yes. We do have the Go Vision line, the Go Vision and the Go Vision Pro. Am I missing anything, guys?
No.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, All right. Thank you very much for your question, Diana. If you have a question, raise your hand, type it in the Q&A section.
In fact, that would be a good presentation that we should schedule as a low vision little presentation.
All
If we
right.
can do that by Zoom, we'll talk about that.
All right. So we've got Michelle. Michelle, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question. Hey, Michelle.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. I'm getting used to this Zoom thing. My question is the Blaze EZ and the Blaze ET, have there been updates to them, or are they like similar to kind of what they always have been?
There haven't been updates in the last couple of years. We have been focusing on our Braille line, and so we haven't really. The Blaze market is a bit smaller. A lot of people are going to their iPhones for Daisy playback and media playback, etc. So it's not. There hasn't been a lot of demand. So it's not that we necessarily won't do anything. We have done a few things for other nations that have been specific to their local languages or specific to online Daisy libraries, that they have things like that. So it's not that we won't do anything. It'll basically kind of go with market demand, I think. And thus far, there really hasn't been a lot. So there haven't been updates in the last couple of years.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I use my iPhone for like pretty much anything and everything. But I do sometimes like a standalone product just because of battery life. I don't necessarily want to have to carry another battery for the iPhone to, you know what I mean? I just kind of longer battery life of a product like that. So.
Oh yeah, but you still can. I mean, you can of course search and download and play books, play media.
Right.
So all those things are still possible, of course.
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to decide what product, what to get. There's, several options that are very similar. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for the call.
All right. Anybody else? Anybody else?
Does anybody else hear a radio in their headphones?
I hear a seagull.
I just heard a bird, yeah, and I think that you're having visions of music in your head, or it's all that producing that you do on the side. You see,
I think it's from me, Austin.
All right. Well, hey, anybody have any parting words of wisdom for our listening audience today? Not one among us to have any words of wisdom, except to just we're looking forward to getting together with everybody during the convention. This promises to be a really fun time for people who are looking for outstanding deals on HIMS products. There will not be a better time to if you're on the fence, is to be pushed off the fence. And if you have any other questions prior to or during the convention, you can always call our main number, which is at 512-837-2000. Sales questions can be directed to sales@hims-inc.com. Support matters can be directed to support-inc.com. And if you have any issues that that I can't resolve or any of us can't resolve, I'll just give you Randy's cell phone number. Does that sound okay, Randy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's fine with that. Cool. I'm kidding. All right, everybody, have a good weekend. Be safe, and let's get through this thing called convention time together. I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Have a great weekend.
Voiceover on Jenny and meeting for all.